Hey guys, thank you for joining me on Their Fight Story. I have Hilarie Rose with us. Hilarie, how are you doing today?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing great. I see that you train at US MMA.
Yep, US MMA in Bellingham.
Awesome. How long have you been training there?
I've been training here since I was 14 years old. So I'm 27 now. So however many years that is.
13
Over
years.
10. Yeah, yeah. Over 10. I've basically grown up in this place.
So, are you excited about this weekend?
I'm super excited. I'm getting nervous, but good nerves.
Yeah, yeah.
Nerves are important and, they're natural. So I think just knowing, that the fight's coming up soon is what, makes me nervous. And I don't even think it's more so like the UFC type thing. It's more
Yeah.
just performing at my best and, going out there and believing in my skills. So
Everybody, where is this taking place for people that are just tuning in?
I'll be fighting on August 18th for Dana White's Contender Series at the UFC Apex Center in Las Vegas. So if all goes well and and Vegas stays open, then we'll be there in like less than 2 weeks.
So, have you been doing anything different to help you train for this for your opponent?
Um, I think just its lack of training partners. Like I have a lot of training partners normally, but because we're limited in the gym and because of coronavirus, definitely a different, camp than normal. But it's been good. I think because of corona, we're forced to kind of be together all the time and work specifically on different things. So as much as it's been different, it's been really beneficial, I think, overall too.
That's awesome. Has it been helping you maybe focus more on your mental state?
Yeah, I mean, being in Corona, I was mentally broken. Not mentally broken, but I mean, I guess I went through like a week or two where I was feeling pretty shitty and unmotivated, and I kind of had to like, get my ass back in the gym. Not back in the gym. I mean, I'm always in the gym, but get my ass back in gear and like remember what I was fighting for and why I was getting the opportunities. So I think just, making that mental switch, like, can't be lazy on a lazy day, even when I don't feel like it. Always coming with the best that I could give at every practice.
How did you feel when you got that call?
I was overwhelmed with emotion. So I originally found out in March. I was
Okay.
originally supposed to fight July 7th, but because of COVID, things changed. So I've known for a little while. I was definitely full of emotion. I cried. I mean, I cry at everything anyway. So I think just knowing that they gave me that call and they were looking at me and watching me was super exciting. It's what, if you're a professional fighter and it's what you dedicate your life to, that's the call that you want to get. So I mean, I didn't get the direct call, but I got the call from my coach, so it's all the same.
Exactly. So you're ranked number 2 in New England.
Yep.
How does that feel?
I mean, it feels good. I'm not big on rankings. Like, I never follow them. People always tell me, they're like, oh, you're ranked this, you're ranked that. I've never, like, looked into it or really cared. Like, I see that a lot of people, like, they obsess about it. Like, oh, I'm ranked number 6. I want to fight number 4. I want to do this.
Yeah.
I never pay much attention to that. It's more when I see, like, local people who are putting it out there. They're like, oh, you're ranked number 2 and you're this and that. I think when I get in the UFC and I have to think about the rankings, I'll focus a little more on it, but I don't let that like bother me at all.
Yeah.
Or
I mean,
like,
why would it bother you?
Hyped up either.
You're number 2. Why would it bother you?
Yeah, I'm not bothered.
That's awesome. How did you get here? How did you start training MMA?
So I was in high school and I did like a few high school sports when I was like 14. I like cheerleaded, but it just wasn't for me. Like the after school and then going home, doing my homework, bus ride home, it was just too much. So I took like a little time off from sports and I was like 14, 15 and kind of like in my like attitude stage, where my mom's like, all right, we got to get you back into something. And I wanted to box. So we found this gym where I'm at, US MMA, which had Muay Thai. So I started Muay Thai and I became, obsessed. And so I would work off my membership by like cleaning the gym and doing all sorts of stuff. And then I would train on other days. So like it was kind of like I had this, I like built a relationship with working here as well as, training here. So yeah, I mean, I just got into it by like random and I just fell in love with it. It was something that I didn't realize I would like so much. And I didn't start to grapple till I was like 19. And then I became obsessed with that, and then it kind of just all like merged together, and now I'm where I am now.
Did you think you would get here? Like back when you were like 14, 15, did you?
No, definitely not. Because I mean, when I first started training here, women didn't even fight in the UFC. Like I can remember being here and watching the first Ronda Rousey fight in the UFC when she fought Liz Carmouche. Like I can remember that perfectly. So I think that I've got in the sport at a really great time, and that, you know, women are really making a name for themselves right now in the sport. Like, yeah, I mean, Ronda Rousey was a huge name, but it was still very new. So now as the sport's growing and the females are growing, you see, you know, the females show up and they want to fight. And I think that, you know, Dana White and all the other people realize, you know, yeah, they do. They show up and they want to fight. And I mean, it's definitely not what I anticipated, and that I mean, when I was 14, 15, 16, this was never a goal. It wasn't until I was like, you know, 20. I had my first amateur fight when I was 22. So, you know, as I grew and became more obsessed and, you know, became a coach and grappling tournaments, things like that, I realized that it was, you know, this is what I was meant to do.
Like, how would they get into this? No?
You know, for me, I think that, like, it's something that people are maybe intimidated to start, because you just see what's on TV, and it's not, you know, I started at the gym taking, you know, cardio kickboxing class and like a regular all-level jiu-jitsu class. It was never, you know, something that, you know, became just something fun to me, became, you know, my career and my lifestyle. So I would just tell people, you know, if it's something that you're involved in and you're interested in, to not give up on it. You know, dedicate your time and don't let people tell you, you know, this is ridiculous. Like, I've had so many people be like, you want to be what? Like, you fight? And I mean, it's normal, and that's the normal reaction. I get, like, you're a fighter? Like, I think because I'm a female, that's like the biggest thing. People are always so surprised. And,
Yeah,
you know, I'm a very nice person. I mean, when I'm out in public, people probably have no idea that I'm a fighter, and which is fine. Like, I don't tell people, you know, if other people know and they mention it. But, you know, just dedicate yourself to anything, even if it's not fighting, if it's soccer or, you know, being a chemist or anything. You know, if you just dedicate and you're disciplined and it's something that you love, you know, obsess over it and just keep going. Don't let, you know, even your mom, dad, best friends tell you that you can't do it, because you definitely can.
Thank you so much, Hilarie. I really appreciate your time.
Oh, thank you. I had a great time talking to you.